Today we're diving into how to start using Perplexity AI, whether you're researching, exploring, or just curious about random stuff. The goal here is to show you everything Perplexity AI can do, so you can figure out if it's the right fit for you. Perplexity AI is free to use, which is awesome, and then there's a paid version if you want to unlock some extra options. We'll check out both sides today. The free version lets you do a ton: search, chat, ask questions all day long. The paid version, that bumps you up to fancier AI models and higher limits, so you can really push it to the max. Think of Perplexity like a laser-focused tool built for specific stuff. It's not just another chatbot. It's got this search engine vibe that makes it stand out. Right when you land on the site, you'll notice something called the focus feature. And trust me, this isn't something you see in other AI tools. It's like a superpower that lets you zero in on exactly what you're after. Whether you're hunting for a YouTube video, digging into some math with Wolfram Alpha, or chasing academic papers, it's all about context, and it's a game changer. So you might be wondering, why is there a Discover tab on something that feels like a chatbot? Great question. That's because Perplexity isn't just here to chat. It wants to be your new Google. Seriously, it's pitching itself as a smarter, cleaner way to explore the web. When you type something in, it's not just spitting out random answers. It's pulling info from all over, summarizing it, and handing it to you on a platter. Let's try it out real quick. Say you're curious about something simple like, how do electric cars work? You type that in, hit enter, and boom. Perplexity doesn't just dump a huge block of text on you. It pulls everything together into a clear, tidy answer, then shows you exactly where it got the details, like articles or websites, all linked up so you can check them out if you want. No more slogging through a million search results like you would on a regular engine. It's like having a research pal who's already sifted through the noise for you. Now, let's unpack this a little. When you ask about electric cars, the answer pops up, and next to it, you'll see little numbers tying each fact to a source. Click those, and you're whisked off to the original article or page. Pretty neat, huh? Off to the side, there are images of electric motors or sleek car designs, and you've got options to search videos or even generate pics based on your question. Plus, it tosses out some follow-up ideas, like, how long do electric car batteries last? Or, what's the fastest electric car? To keep your curiosity rolling. Here's what I want you to catch. There's no ads messing up the vibe. If you've ever searched online and dodged pop-ups or banners, you know the struggle. Perplexity keeps it smooth and clean, for now at least. They might sneak ads in later, but right now it's pure relief. Here's the second big thing. It's fast. Compared to clicking through a bunch of links and reading full articles yourself, Perplexity sums up multiple sources into one answer. Imagine searching, how do electric cars work the old way? You'd open 4 or 5 tabs, skim each one, and try to figure it out in your head. Perplexity does all that heavy lifting for you in seconds. It's like it's saying, hey, I've grabbed the best bits from these top sources, and I'm pretty sure this is the solid stuff. Now, you might be thinking, how does it choose those sources? Is it completely fair? Truth is, we don't get the full backstage pass on how they pick what's valuable, but here's the cool part. It links everything, so you can play detective and check it out yourself if you want. That's a major win. Answers you can trust, with a way to dive deeper if you're curious. But it's not just a one-shot search tool. It's got a conversational twist. After it answers your electric car question, you can keep the ball rolling. Type in, how do electric car batteries charge? And it picks up right where it left off, flowing like a chat instead of resetting. That's way slicker than hopping between search pages. It's like chilling with a buddy who's loaded with facts and happy to keep talking. That's the real hook here. Perplexity mixes search engine brains with a chatbot vibe, and for beginners, that makes it so easy to jump into. All right, let's dive into another feature that's going to blow your mind: collections. This is where you can organize your chats like a total pro. Say you're hooked on space exploration and want to keep all your questions in one place. After asking something like, how do rockets launch? You can tuck that chat into a collection. Just hit the Add to Collection option. Name it something cool like Space Adventures and press enter. Want to start fresh? Create a new one. Call it Rocket Rundown, slap on an icon like a little spaceship, and maybe add a description if you're feeling fancy. Here's the fun part. You can set rules for how answers show up in that collection. Pop into its settings, type something like format your answers as a bullet point list and save it. Now, every time you ask a question in there, like what powers a rocket, it'll come back clean and crisp in bullets. Give it a whirl and see it roll out all nice and tidy. It's awesome if you're working on a project or just love things looking slick. Collections don't stop at formatting though, they level up your whole vibe. Once that rocket rundown is ready, it'll start tossing out related questions right away, like how fast do rockets go? Or what's the farthest we've been in space? It's like it's one step ahead, keeping you locked in. Let's take it up a notch. Say you need legit sources for a report. Switch the focus to academic and ask, give me a paper on how the Apollo missions worked. All right, maybe I'm rusty on mission names, but you catch my drift. It'll dig for scholarly goodies and show you what it finds. If it misses the mark, like if it gives you a summary instead of a paper, try again, maybe tweak it to, find me an academic paper on Apollo 11. You'll get links to sources and you can check if they hold up. It might not always snag the exact paper, but it'll point you to solid info quick. Speaking of focus, let's zoom in on that for a second. This is what makes Perplexity so suitable for beginners. It's like a filter for your questions. By default, it searches the whole web, but you can switch it up. Need a video explainer? Set focus to YouTube and ask away. It'll pull relevant clips, probably tapping into YouTube's magic behind the scenes. Next up, let's peek at the settings, because this is where Perplexity gets personal. Head over there, and you'll see you can pick different AI models to power your chats. You've got options like GPT-4, Claude 2.1, or Gemini Pro, some of the biggest names in AI. The free version runs on a solid, basic model, but if you jump to paid, you can switch to the heavyweights for tougher questions. Why does this matter? Well, some models shine at deep dives, like GPT-4 for complicated stuff, while others zip through quick, casual chats. You can play around and find your groove. There's even image generation tucked in there. Pick between a default setup or something like DALL-E3 if you're on the paid plan. Ask, show me an electric car charging, and it'll cook up a picture to go with your answer. That's a total win for visual learners. Now, let's swing over to the Discover tab, because this is where Perplexity flexes its search engine muscles. It's like a homepage for what's hot online. Think news, trending topics, all that good stuff. Scroll through, and you might catch something like AI just revolutionized healthcare diagnostics, with a quick summary pulled from articles across the web. It's not just a headline, it scoops up all the buzz on that topic, sums it up tight, and drops sources you can explore. Plus, it tosses out follow-ups like, how does AI spot diseases? Or, what's next for smart medicine? It's a slick way to stumble into things you didn't even know you'd be into. For beginners, it's a total breeze. Just browse, click, and start digging deeper. So, what's the difference between free and paid? Free gets you unlimited basic searches and a handful of pro searches a day. Think 5 or so, depending on the day. That's plenty for messing around or quick questions. The paid version, usually around $20 a month, unlocks those bigger AI models, ups your pro search limit to hundreds, and tosses in extras like file uploads, say a PDF you want it to summarize. It's overkill for most beginners, but if you're hooked and want more power, it's there. Either way, the free version feels like a full search engine experience with no strings attached. Why choose Perplexity over, say, Google or ChatGPT? It's cleaner than Google, no ads, no endless scrolling. Compared to ChatGPT, it's more search-focused, less chit-chat, more facts with receipts. It's not perfect. Sometimes sources might lean one way, and it won't always nail super niche stuff. But for beginners, it's a dream. You get answers fast, you can chat deeper, and it's free to start. If you're curious how it stacks up, try it next to Google or ChatGPT on something like, how's the weather made? And see which vibe you like best. That's it, folks. A full rundown on Perplexity AI for beginners. See you in the next video.